Hey guys, Chris here with Cohesive Friendship Unit. I am with Brian
What's going on?
and Jake.
Hey guys.
And tonight we are actually going to be talking about the new Blackout mode in Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I played the beta, Jake played the beta, Brian did not play the beta, but he did play. But he did play a lot of PUBG, so maybe he's gonna play a little bit of a
Fortnite,
an interviewer role. But real quick,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
We hit over 150 subs, which is awesome. We're reaching out to winners now. If you sub to our channel, every increment of 50 subs, so 200 is the next round, we give away a Steam code. So be sure to sub us if you love us. All right, Blackout.
So I guess is it going to change my mind about COD?
About COD or about Battle Royale?
Well, Chris, do you want to explain
Either
what
or,
they did
yeah,
with the game mode first?
Give me an overview because I didn't.
Okay, that's true. Brian didn't play. All right, so yeah, and Jake, feel free to chime in. Basically, it is very surface level. It's PUBG. Like, it's a big map. The map looks very, very similar to a PUBG map. They're still experimenting with a number of players, but it's between 80 and 100 players. Drop down the map. You can do solos, duos, squads. Last one standing lives. There's vehicles. I'd say the biggest fundamental change between COD and PUBG is the pace is quickened. It feels closer to Fortnite from that regard. It's like you're always shooting, it feels like. And looting's really quick, and there's perks. And the perks are Call of Duty perks, but you can use them for 2 minutes at a time. Like you find them as loot, and then if you need to have quiet footsteps and you have that perk, you can turn it on for 2 minutes. That's, to me, a high level.
Okay.
And if anyone's played Zombies, they'll recognize pretty much all the locations on the map because they are previous Call of Duty Zombies maps, just
and
based on a
other
bigger
Call
map.
of Duty, like Nuketown.
Yeah, Nuketown, Asylum.
So basically they took all of their old maps and put them on one big map.
Yeah.
So very high effort. Yeah. So there you go. That's
So
the high.
I guess the next logical question would be, does it all fucking work? Because you're drawing parallels to PUBG, and when you draw parallels to PUBG, the first thing my mind goes to is game wrecking bugs.
Yeah. I think it works better than PUBG. Well, it's smooth as fuck. That's, I think.
Right. So yeah,
Well,
it
that's
works by
important.
running. It runs perfectly. Works as a cohesive map. It's fine. Setting wise, there's no. I mean, you can pretty much plop 100 players down anywhere and just tell them to shoot each other, and they'll have fun.
Yeah, there's no. Well,
Yeah. I mean,
it was deep.
They still have some UI issues to work out. Like the PUBG tab system is much better than whatever they have going on in this. It's like for example, to change a scope on your gun, you have to unattach the scope and then attach the new one. You can't just click the new one and it'll switch.
It goes.
Yeah, that's annoying, especially because it's faster paced. But the only other big issue, and again, this is the beta, so who knows? There didn't really seem to be any ranking, which we argued was a big problem with PUBG. There didn't seem to be any competitive aspect to it.
There is progression though, which you had mentioned in the PUBG video. There's you get, I think, commendations for killing people coming in top 5 and some other category, and that presumably ranks you up in some way and gets you cosmetic items or some other thing.
I was gonna say, I'm sure it's gonna tie into the overall game, when all the because I assume there's gonna be some kind of universal progression between the three: the Blackout, the Zombies, and the multiplayer.
Right.
So I'm not gonna ding them on that.
So it's PUBG, and then when you get sick of that, you can play regular mindless COD and Zombies.
I would say it's only PUBG in the sense that it's Battle Royale, but it's very.
It feels like Call of Duty.
Different. Yeah,
Jake sucks at it, which is hilarious.
I'm awful.
Jake's usually the
Yeah,
best
that's
person.
very surprising.
Jake didn't get a single kill, and we played for 2 hours.
Yeah, I uninstalled it because I was so unhappy with myself.
Damn.
But it's
Rage
kind of
quit.
like watching a PUBG video and fast forward the entire time. The pacing, you move a lot faster, the guns move a lot faster. It's not like that slow, like let's chat with my friends for 20 minutes doing nothing. It's you find a gun pretty much immediately. As far as I know, they seem to be
A good gun.
very
And then
similar.
you're using it on people, like,
Right.
pretty immediately afterwards.
So the action there's a lot more action in this.
You
version.
heal in like 2 seconds, like, or at least the
instead of
standard
that
bandage.
fucking 10,
Yeah.
10-second bullshit.
So-
You can run
like-
and heal, you could jump and heal,
Well,
you can run and shoot, you can swim and shoot,
You can
could
swim and
do
shoot and heal.
anything.
But yeah, that's the big thing where like in PUBG, if you lock someone down in a firefight, like it takes 10 seconds to heal. This, if you like give them 2 seconds, they're gonna heal up.
Right. It definitely
is-
feels like Call of
Well,
Duty. Not that I've played Call of Duty in a long time, but it feels like they just took the Call of Duty mechanics and put it on a bigger map.
Yeah, which isn't a terrible thing.
No, it's not.
Well, and frankly, that's one of my problems with Call of Duty is it feels like your dude's always on cocaine. Like, he does everything so fucking fast.
That's
Like,
what it is.
Also, the shit like you can like fucking just like vault over a shipping container, like
Yep.
it's like no thing.
yeah, you can, but I mean, that's how Call of
Yeah,
Duty
yeah,
has
yeah.
always been. Like, it's been a little bit ridiculous on what your character can actually do. But I think with more people on the map, like it's kind of a frantic mode, you know. So I guess it makes a little bit more sense to have people moving around like that.
It definitely captures a different audience because PUBG
Right,
is
yeah.
slow and kind
Boring.
of strategic and
Yeah,
Debatable.
boring.
Fortnite is kind of quirky and fun and with building. It's its own category, and then this is like PUBG but faster and likely more approachable for a lot of Call of Duty
Yeah.
fans, which I know there are a lot of Call of Duty fans out there.
Like the loot mechanics are a lot simpler. Like the attachments aren't as complex. The armor, like the armor doesn't degrade over time. You don't get helmets, you just get armor. That's kind of similar to it's a
So-
bit diluted in that sense. And there's no like leaning, for example. Like you're not going to be leaning or doing anything like that.
They are missing some PUBG mechanics that I would have loved to see.
Yeah.
Like what?
The alt.
Yeah, the turning your head, which obviously you can't do in first
You
person,
can't,
but
but a real person can't turn
Well,
it around
so-
360 degrees. Can
But-
But
at
in
least-
PUBG first person, you can still use the alt key while running in a like you can run straight and use the alt key, but still be sprinting full speed. If that makes any sense, instead of like strafing,
right.
like
And
you can
do like a
yeah.
180 or a 90-degree turn.
Yeah, you can't go all the way around in first person,
Right.
but you can still use that mechanic.
yeah, but it's kind of
vehicles kinda suck.
at that point.
Like
Vehicles
PUBG's
suck, but they
vehicles are
don't kill
better.
you.
Are you serious?
I would disagree because
They're smoother.
they have an ATV which does not go as fast as the motorcycles, but they don't kill you. And their trucks are kind of dope because you can just jump on them and sit in the back. You don't have to like get into the vehicle. You can just jump on them, and they're not
Yeah,
going to
you
launch
like
you a
you
million
get in,
miles.
you
or
just
kill
jump
you.
in the bed. That's
Yeah.
all you do. You just literally sit in the bed.
So you can stuff as many people as you can.
Yeah.
stuff in it.
It's not like a dedicated seat.
And you're
How
also
many-
not guaranteed to be sitting in the exact same seat, so someone could
Yeah,
headshot
yeah.
you from anywhere.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, you can
How many people does it let you have? Is it just 4?
And a squad, yeah.
Okay.
And then yeah, solos, duos. We only did duos. I did a few
yeah,
solos.
there's 2 E's, but
Yeah, I don't. So like, I don't know, Jake. This was something I kind of thought of when I was playing it. I mean, I've always liked zombies in COD. I've never really liked the multiplayer, so maybe I'm a little biased, but I wasn't super. I was okay with this. Like, I was like, this is better than PUBG, like fundamentally, but I wasn't that jazzed about it, and I can't tell if that's because I'm not huge into COD or if that's because I'm just tired of Battle Royale in general. Because like I wasn't that into Fortnite either after I played a couple hundred hours of PUBG. I wonder if this Battle Royale thing is gonna stale itself out, or if I'm just thinking because I don't like COD typically.
I think you're probably right that this is going to stale itself out eventually. And
But, like,
it wasn't
did
I
you
didn't
get that
enjoy
sense?
it that much either. But again, we're not Call of Duty players. We don't play a lot of shooters in general, so I'm not.
But do we acknowledge that? Do we acknowledge that like fundamentally it is better than PUBG, just technically?
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah,
There's better parts about PUBG, but in general, it runs.
Exactly.
Which is more than you can say for PUBG.
Yep.
So
even how many years is it after launch? A year and a half.
Yeah.
Ish.
But first, I think this will appeal to a lot of the console players that their only option has been beyond shitty PUBG or Fortnite, which does not deliver on what they're used to, which is Call of Duty and Battlefield.
They don't, yeah. In Battlefield, their Battle Royale mode, one, it looks like Battlefield 5 is just a fucking trash fire right now. But two, it's already delayed. First, the game got delayed, and now this is delayed even past the delay of the game.
Right.
So you're gonna get this in a month. You're gonna get Battlefield maybe not even after Christmas. I don't know.
So here's kind of the last question I have, and it's kind of like an overarching thing, I guess. Is there really a place for a standalone Battle Royale game that's just straight up run around and shoot people? I.e., if PUBG came out right now and it worked out of the box, do you think that would be a game that would sell, or has this been pretty much been relegated to Fortnite and modes on games that were pretty much shooters already?
I think there's in PUBG it's a $30 game. This is one component of a $60 game. So I think from that perspective, there's definitely room. I do think now we're kind of at the point like Fortnite. Everyone was like, when it first came out, everyone was like, oh, this is a PUBG clone. This, Jake and I looked at it and we were like, this is very much like just the fundamentals of it are so PUBG. I think there's other ways you can do Battle Royale mode than a circle and red zone and
Yeah.
like we've talked about
It's
Right,
more PUBG
even the
than
map.
Fortnite is.
Yeah, it's just like what it's I think
But
at this point you could diversify out beyond that and it won't feel as stale. And yeah, I think there's a place for it personally.
For a standalone game.
Yeah,
that
I
was
do.
just Battle Royale mode. Instead of it being a mode, the mode was the whole game.
Yeah, for $30, yeah.
I think it's tough because, PUBG, I would not say is worth $30 standalone compared to what's out there now. But you can't dedicate the same amount of time to creating a good Battle Royale if it's just a game mode. And if it's just a game mode, you run the risk of not having the player base to support it. 100
That's
players
true.
is still a lot of players to get. Even if your concurrent player base is in the hundreds of thousands, there's no guarantee you're going to get multiple orders of 100 players to quickly queue up for a PUBG game or for a Battle Royale game.
24 hours a day, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
So
a good point.
It's hard to say. Like, it's a good game mode, and I think we'll see it in a lot of shooters, but I can't really say it's lost its place as a standalone game. As a $30 standalone game, probably. It's probably a good free-to-play standalone game.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. I would say it's probably kind of seen its day in the sun. I would be more strongly in that sector, but like as a free-to-play, I can see it still working as a standalone.
Right. And that's our complaint with PUBG often is it's pretty much doing the same thing a standalone free-to-play game is doing, but we paid $30 for it.
Right,
Yeah.
you still want your money.
Right.
Yeah, originally it looked a little more optimistic before all the key bullshit, but now it's a mess.
That was then, this is now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. I think that's solid.
So, Chris, would you recommend this game in general, or this game mode? Is it worth
If you
checking
want-
out?
if you like Battle Royale and you currently like it, like you're not burnt out on it, you like Battle Royale, I think it's up there with Fortnite on like the polish. It's like a super polished Battle Royale. And if you're gonna buy this game, you're also getting zombies, which I have a track record for liking, and millions and millions of people have a track record for liking the multiplayer. So I would say if you're into this, it's a good get. I personally was not feeling it that much, but I have a history for not feeling COD multiplayer that much. That's just me. What about you?
I agree. I think it's not anything that would really... It's not like I would buy it just for this game mode, but it's definitely one more piece that would get me closer to buying a Call of Duty game, which I don't think I've ever done unless you count the time I owned an Xbox. Let
me ask you one more thing then. Since this is realistically what happened, would you rather they had put a campaign in or the Battle Royale mode? Because this realistically replaced the campaign.
I would like to see the Battle Royale mode over the campaign, but I would like to see some interesting new twist. Like throw in zombies or throw in some other kind of major twist on the Battle Royale mode. Because at this point it's just another game mode. Yeah.
Alright. Fair enough. I killed one zombie, just saying. But that sounds good. I think we wrap this up. Do you want to wrap the rest of it up, Brian?
Yeah, sure. Well, if you're feeling COD, go ahead and hammer that on down in the word box there, and click the little ringy dingy in the top right hand corner if you want to get continuously updated with all of the continuously cohesive shit that we're doing here on the Cohesive Friendship Unit spot. And like Chris said at the beginning of the video, sub us if you love us, but make sure you glove yourself first. And smoke them if you got them, guys. That's all for me tonight, Chris.
All right, thanks, Brian. We'll catch you guys next time.